Over the last 30 years, global temperatures have steadily risen, contributing to a cascade of environmental crises that are now impossible to ignore. The planet is warming at an alarming rate, with the past decade being the hottest on record. This relentless increase in temperatures is not just a number, it's a warning, a clear sign that we are pushing our planet to its limits. Extreme heat events this year and last year alone have provided stark reminders of the consequences of this warming. In 2023, Colombia, Missouri experienced heat indices exceeding 110, breaking long-standing records. This is not an isolated event. Across the globe, heat waves are becoming more intense and frequent. Southern Europe, for instance, saw temperatures soar above 115 F, leading to severe health crises and overwhelming healthcare systems. Such extreme heat is becoming the new normal, putting millions of lives at risk. Melting poles and glaciers' warming atmosphere is also accelerating the melting of polar ice caps and glaciers. In Greenland, the ice sheet lost 530 billion tons of ice in 2019 alone, enough to raise global sea levels by 1.5 millimeters in a single year. Similarly, the Arctic is warming nearly 4 times faster than the rest of the planet, leading to a dramatic loss of sea ice. These changes are not just statistics, they signify profound disruptions to ecosystems and communities, threatening to displace millions as sea levels rise. Droughts and water shortages. Rising global temperatures are also exacerbating droughts, particularly in regions already prone to water scarcity. In East Africa, millions of people are facing food and water shortages as prolonged drought conditions devastate crops and livestock. Meanwhile, the western United States is grappling with a megadrought, the worst in over 1,000 years, severely impacting agriculture, water supplies, and leading to increased fire risks. Wildfire. Speaking of fires, the connection between rising temperatures and wildfires is undeniable. In Australia, the 2019 to 2020 bushfire season was catastrophic, burning over 46 million acres, destroying thousands of homes, and killing or displacing nearly 3 billion animals. Similar patterns were seen in California, where unprecedented fires in 2020 and 2021 caused billions of dollars in damage and forced mass evacuations. These fires are becoming larger, more intense, and more frequent, driven by hotter, drier conditions that create a perfect storm for devastation. The urgent appeal, a global emergency, can no longer afford to view climate change as a problem for the future. The emergency is now, and the consequences are accelerating. This is a call to all governments and the wealthiest individuals on the planet. We must declare a global emergency and mobilize immediately. The United Nations must lead this charge, alerting the world that we are at code red for humanity. If we fail to act, the wealth we cling to today will be meaningless in a world rendered uninhabitable. This is not just an environmental issue, it is the defining challenge of our time, demanding the greatest minds, the most powerful leaders, and the vast resources of our planet to come together. We need to make this our #1 priority, creating a sustainable, resilient future for all of humanity and for the generations to come. The time for debate is over. The time for action is now.